Hello, this is Johnny. Welcome to more awesome collection, pop culture edition. We're going to look at some trading cards way back in the day from Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea. This isn't an original set. This was a reproduction they did. I got this back in the 1990s. Let's take a closer look. Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea. That was Irwin Allen's longest running sci-fi show with the famous Seaview, and Admiral Nelson was the commander. Very nice. Let's take a look here. And then Captain Crane was the skipper. A lot of these are black and white. They're all black and white, but a lot of these from the first season, so they have the different CPO on there. Instead of having Chief Sharkey, they have the earlier chief. This one, that's Eddie Albert from the pilot episode. He was wearing a green velour shirt. And the first episode was shot in color, even though the series went and was broadcast in black and white for its first season. Let's take a look at this. They were up in the Arctic. So they've got the snowcat that they've got. There's the Seaview in the snow, wearing the Parkers. The ice floe coming in, knocking the ship. They always get knocked around. There they are at the base, at the dock. So a lot of this is from the first episode. Got two of that card. It's a 66 card set. That's Theodore Mercuse, the deadly Dr. Gamma. Too bad they killed him off. Spoiler. In that first episode, he would have been a neat Cold War reoccurring villain. There's the enemy submarine. I believe it might have been called the Polaris. There's some missiles coming down from a jet that was attacking the Seaview. They're always having explosions on the Seaview. It was a very serious show in its first season, as far as a show would go. It wasn't any light comedy. As the seasons went on, it became a little bit lighter and more campy with all the aliens and monsters. I actually enjoy those better than the first ones. They did have a few like Cold War and spy and espionage stories. Had tons of great guest stars. A lot of collectibles on Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea that I'll get to. They had, I believe, is it Gold Key instead of Dell, the comic line. Of course, I've got the entire series on DVD. Very enjoyable. One of the greatest things they ever did on there was the Lobster Man. If you've never seen that one, that's cool. And Paul Mantee, I believe, was the actor that was in the Lobster Man suit. I have original 8x10 stills. I have books. I have the board games, puzzles, the lunchbox. I'll get to the lunchbox hopefully in a month or so. Came with a cool thermos. There's the front of the observation deck on the Seaview looking out at the waves. They fought all kinds of creatures, giant whales, seaweed monster, giant underwater spiders, manta rays, and then there were all the alien types, the flaming ice. Had lots of cool episodes. This ran, like I said, 4 seasons compared to Lost in Space 3. This came out in 64. Lost in Space started in 65 and ended in 68. This show went from 64 to 68. And then after that, there was the 2 seasons of Irwin Allen's Land of the Giants. And in between, there was a 1 season, the 1966 season, the Time Tunnel. They had a little bit of overlap on some of the creatures and the monsters that they used on these. Some of the things you'd see under the sea on a Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea would later be used in the background, and like an alien monster scaring Will and Dr. Smith. I love Lost in Space. Done a couple videos on that. I'm going to do more on that in the future. So much to like and collect. So many decades of cool things. So these cards are not too terribly exciting because A, they're black and white, and B, it doesn't have all the stuff I've described in. It's basically the first show where they were trying to stop a foreign power from getting a bomb. Alrighty, until next time, more awesome collection, pop culture collectibles, vintage items. Thank you for watching.